Right, this week I'm on a rant, and I'm not known for rants, but I've got a big issue with our friend Google. A really, really big issue. Now, you all know me by now, or those that you don't quickly will. I'm not one of those nutters that's going on a crusade to bring down the mighty Google. You know, they are barely 10 years old, and they've changed the face of the internet very positively. But this time they have seriously dropped the ball on this one. Now, I've extensively used paid for advertising strategy called AdWords with the Academy, and I can pull in hundreds of new students each day using this strategy. It's great. But I want to focus in today on just one small thing, one little thing that Google automatically opts you and me into in AdWords, and this thing is there by default. So if you use their AdWords pay-per-click advertising strategy to get new visitors to your site, there's a problem. And this thing, this ugly, it really is, grotesque thing, is screwing up so many businesses. It ends up costing you so much more than it should, and it wastes your time, it can damage your ranking, your credibility. So today, I've had enough of it. And I'm going to show you two things. One, what this thing is, and two, how to get around it. So maximize your effectiveness with pay-per-click advertising with just a couple of clicks. Now, I think the best thing to do is to show you on screen, so I'm going to leave the set for just a mo and record me showing you exactly what this dreadful thing is and what you want to do to avoid it like the plague. So let me get the laptop of mine, and I'll be back to you in a moment, okay?
Okay, so we're just going to go over to Google AdWords. For those of you who haven't got a Google AdWords account, it's very easy to get an account up and running within a matter of minutes. Into my accounts here. And I just want to make you aware of some of the things that you need to look out for, because I really don't agree with this, what Google does, and they will take the money off you. So I'm just going to quickly click on the campaigns link here. I've got a few sites running, as you can see, but I'm just going to click on the new campaign link and show you the first thing to look out for. So when we're setting up a new campaign, you just need to put the name of your campaign in the box there, which is normally your website address. Obviously pick which area you want to target, if it's all countries and territories, if your product is a worldwide product. Now this is the first thing that I need to show you is in the networks, devices and extensions tab, under the devices heading here, Google have automatically got it by default as all available devices recommended for new advertisers. So all I need to do is click on the Let Me Choose button and uncheck the iPhones and other mobile phone devices, simply because when I'm on the internet on my phone, I never actually buy anything from my mobile phone. If I'm travelling on the train, I'll use my phone to browse. If I come across an advert that I like the look of, I'll click on it on the train. I'll remember the search that I performed, and then when I get back home, I'll do the same search and click on the advert again. But because I'm using a different IP address from a different computer, obviously the advert is going to get charged double the amount of clicks. Okay, so that's the first tip, is just untick iPhones and other mobile phone devices. Now the second one, which is a real biggie in my eyes, is this is what you need to do. You need to click on the help link, because it is an absolute nightmare to try and even find this page, let alone do what I'm about to show you. And within the search help box, we need to click on exclusions. Okay, I'm just going to search for exclusions, and it's the very first one here that we click on. How do I use the site and category exclusion tool? So if you just click on that link, and then it basically tells you where to go. Here is how to use the tool. So go directly to the site and category exclusion tool. Again, it's a bit confusing, so best thing to do is just click on this link here, and it'll take you directly to the page. And what we do here is within the campaign link here, it will display all of your current campaigns that you've got running at the moment. So for example, let's just click on this first one here that I've got that has I've just uploaded today. Now this is what we call the site and category exclusion page. Now this might shock you, but when we click on the topics tab here, by default Google will show your adverts on conflict and tragedy sites, i.e. crime, police and emergency sites, death and tragedy sites, military and international conflict. It'll show your advert on edgy content sites, juvenile, gross and bizarre content, profanity and sexually suggestive content. So by default Google will show your advert on all those sites unless you go in here and tick to exclude these types of sites. Okay, so obviously we don't want our adverts shown on those types of sites. And another one in the page types, by default Google will show your adverts on error pages. So again we just go in and click to exclude error pages, and part domains is up to yourself, but I like to exclude that as well because a part domain is not a working website. Then you simply click on the save all the changes button there, and that just makes sure that your advert is not shown on any of those types of pages and on any of those types of websites that we've all clicked there. But like I said, by default, unless you know where to go to find this page and actually click on these links, by default Google will show your adverts on those sites, and you'll be incurring clicks and costs, and you will not get your money back from Google. So that's just some great tips to look out for.
Right, I'm back again. There we go. 2 or 3 tiny clicks and you're in control, and you're not seeing all your ads shown on error pages and sites of gross indecency, etc., and even wasting your time showing them on mobile devices when all that happens is you pay for the ads twice, or certainly at the moment. But there's so much more. So click on the link below and I'll show you a great deal more that's going to blow your mind today on part 2. See you in a mo. Click on that link.